Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday to you, Thanksgiving Monday. Welcome to the Chainmovers Podcast. As usual, I'll be your host, Chad. And maybe not so usual, today I have a guest host with me, my lovely wife, Lacey. Hi, Lacey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
Why are you here today?
Because your co-host decided to take a holiday, I guess.
Reed?
Yeah.
Yeah. His whole life's a holiday.
It's a perfect time, though. Perfect time for me to be a co-host.
Why?
Raiders played the Bears this week.
And you're a Bears fan.
I am a Bears fan. So this whole time I've had to listen to you guys trash the Bears.
Yeah.
But they played each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, happy Thanksgiving. I don't want to talk about it too much, but how was your Thanksgiving? What'd you do?
I made you a nice meal.
You did. It was fantastic.
Yep.
Loved it. Still, I'm gonna have leftovers for days too.
Yeah, we are. We sure are. Watching football. That's what we did.
Yeah, it's pretty much what we accomplished. It was a fantastic weekend. Starting to get a little cold out there now.
Yeah.
Some areas of the West are getting some snow, from what I hear as well.
Brutal.
So.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's on its way.
Yeah.
But this upcoming week's supposed to be decent.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll have like 13s, 14s,
Yeah.
12s.
We were supposed to be getting ready for winter.
Yeah, for like a month now.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get ready for a month, and you keep putting me off, and now it's snowing.
No, it's not snowing here.
We're not ready for winter.
It's just cold. Regardless, yeah, I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving and gave lots of thanks for things that they're thankful for. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what it's all about. That and some good food and catching up with the Chainmovers Podcast.
That's right.
I don't see anyone else out there doing a holiday edition.
No?
No.
Just us?
Just us. Well, not even Reed. Goddamn guy. Anyway, let's we got lots to get to. I got lots to talk about with you.
Oh, great.
It's nice to have a different perspective on things. Maybe you'll say, I don't know, less than Reed.
I doubt it.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But regardless, let's get into it. So, being a first-time host, I know you're an avid listener, but first time on the show, I like to start off with a couple side stories, and then we'll get into the actual meat and potatoes of the show, if you will.
Okay.
So, first thing first, college football. Texas A&M played Alabama this weekend. That game led to a fatal shooting after a heated discussion between whose team is better. Texas A&M won that game 41-38, knocking off number one seeded Alabama. Shooting each other too far in regards to whose team is better, or is that right where it should be?
No, the world is crazy. I think that it just boils down to that. The whole world's gone crazy.
Well, I think it's just passionate fans. That's
really wow. No, I think it's too much.
Yeah, it might be a little over the line, but
yeah, a little.
So one man is dead. They do know who the shooter is, but he's still at large. They haven't caught him yet.
Oh,
so he shot the guy and bounced.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so
awful.
Congrats Texas A&M on a big win this weekend. So, it wasn't at the game.
Oh,
it didn't happen at the game.
Oh,
yeah, it was
after.
Obviously,
yeah.
They needed to know who won, so
right, true.
So that was something. Brittany Mahomes. I want to touch on a little bit of Brittany Mahomes here. Apparently, during last night's epic beatdown that the Chiefs received, Brittany Mahomes is on Twitter whining and crying that the refs are against them, and then she started to get beat up pretty good. I don't know if you're familiar with Jackson Mahomes, who's Patrick's brother.
Okay.
He's on TikTok all the time doing all this stupid shit at the games, and so Old Patrick just can't catch a break when it comes to social media and his family members. So, if you're a NFL spouse, do you jump on social media and say things like this, or?
So I actually checked into this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not, she's kind of famous for calling people out on social media. Apparently she called out ESPN when the Chiefs lost in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They showed a picture of Patrick Mahomes. Obviously he's upset. And they showed a picture of him upset. And she was pissed about it.
Oh.
Like obviously he's going to be upset, and they're going to show him.
Yeah, those pictures are going to be everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Kind of like the Tom Brady crying one, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, she's over the top. Yeah. I think she's so young, though.
Well, and I think she thinks that the world revolves around Patrick.
Right.
KC is Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And that's what the one fan said, right?
If something's not going their way,
right.
Poor Patrick.
Yes.
Right. So. Yeah, I think she needs to shut her trap and just sit back and watch the games and
grow up, I think.
And life's good.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
I mean, your husband's making $500 million to play a game, and what's the problem, Brittany?
Right. Yeah. No, totally.
Classic
agree.
Brittany thing to do.
Yeah.
The name Brittany, you know?
Don't name your kid Brittany.
Never met someone cool with the name Brittany.
Over the top.
Yeah. Stupid. Regardless, that's all I got for side stories. Let's get actually into the heart of the show. I want to start off with a little recap from a wild NFL weekend. Mm-hmm. Crazy. We're going to spend more time on some games than others because some games just really don't matter all that much. Mm-hmm. And, if you can hear kind of a howling, whining, that's our dog. He's walking around here. I wish he'd just crawl into his little bed and go to sleep, but he won't. So if you hear a little whine or a cry, that's the dog. So Pats Texans. Pats take it 25-22. A lot closer game than I think a lot of people were thinking.
Yeah.
Pats were a 9-point favorite. That pulls the Pats up to 2-3, drops the Texans down to 1-4. Davis Mills, rookie quarterback for the Texans, went 21-29 for 312, 3 touchdowns and no picks against the Bill Belichick defense, which is impressive.
Yeah.
Last week against Buffalo, the same Davis Mills went about 11 for 21, 87 yards and 4 picks. So a tale of two Davis Mills, if you will.
Yeah.
Is the Pats defense that bad, or is Davis Mills improving?
I think you had to give him some time.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah. So, maybe a little bit of both, I guess.
He's got a long neck on him, that guy. Davis Mills.
Yeah.
Look it up. It's like freakishly long.
I thought this was like some kind of, weird saying that I didn't understand.
No, it's purely factual. Yeah, like a giraffe neck.
How do you know this?
You gotta watch.
Wow.
This guy's a freak. Yeah, long neck. Mac Jones, 23 of 30, 231, a touchdown and a pick. Again, he's rookie QB, not really shooting the lights out. Reed thought he'd sling it about 40 or 45 times, and I said, no, that's not. Bill's not just going to let him do that yet. But regardless, the Pats come out of there with a win and keep themselves alive, I guess, in the AFC East. Tough division with Buffalo this year. But they do have the Jets in there, and they got the Dolphins, so it's a pretty shit division other than Buffalo.
Right.
So, Pats aren't going to make the playoffs. But
no, I don't think so.
No, it's not going to happen.
No.
Let's slide over to our London game.
Yeah.
Falcons Jets.
Okay.
What?
I don't have much to say about it.
No, I mean,
it was.
I think it panned out precisely how we thought it was going to. Falcons took this one 27-20. Moves Falcons up to 2-3 and drops the Jets down to 1-4. Kyle Pitts, who If you remember from Friday's show, I boomed him
Yes.
aggressively.
Yes.
He went 9 of 119 for a touchdown.
Oh.
Good day for Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
And Cordero Patterson, who I also boomed, had 14 carries for 54 yards and 7 receptions for 60 yards. So no touchdowns, but an effective day.
Right.
An effective day for Cordero. The Jets, I'll still never figure out how they beat Tennessee.
I don't think they know how they beat
How
Tennessee.
did that happen?
No.
How
No
did
one
it
knows.
happen? I can't even wrap my head around it. But regardless, that game kicked off at 7:30 a.m. So
Yeah.
I rolled over and looked at the time and seen who was playing, and I went back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boo. Boring. You know who
Agreed.
goes to London this week?
Who?
Jacksonville and Miami.
Oh, yeah, I did know
So
that.
Reed might be onto something when he said the shittiest
Shitty
teams
teams.
have to go.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No one wants to go. I don't think. I don't think any of them want to go.
That might be kind of neat.
No.
Play at Wembley Stadium.
But no one that is actually a real football fan is watching that.
It's a full house.
Okay, there.
Yeah.
But like U.S. people,
Oh, yeah.
no one's waking
Nobody
up for
cares.
that.
No. Even if you're a Jags fan,
Yeah.
you're not watching.
No.
You just don't care.
No. It's too early. They're too shitty.
Okay, enough about that then. Lions Vikings. This was my parlay buster. The Vikings ended up taking this one 19-17, moving the Vikings up to 2-3, dropping the Lions to 0-5. Lost on last second 54-yard field goal. Alexander Madison filled in for Dalvin Cook again, and he cracked the century mark. He had 25 for 113. And Justin Jefferson. I don't know if I boomed him or not this week. I think I did. Went 7 of 124. No touchdowns, though, unfortunately. So, post-game presser, Lions coach Dan Campbell crying at the podium.
I seen that.
So sad. Just devastated.
I thought it was nice though.
Oh, God.
Well, you got like, okay, so you got that guy that actually, seems like he honestly gives a shit about his team, and then I don't even think we should get into the guy that I think doesn't give a shit about his team that shouldn't have a job.
Who's that?
That Urban Meyer.
Oh, why?
No, he obviously doesn't care. If you cared, you're on that plane with your team. Like, even put aside, the shit he did in the bar. Like, that's like a family. To me, that has, obviously it's brought negative light to the team. But I don't even care about that part. You get on the plane. You fly with your team, win or lose. Anyway, I think.
So he should have got on the plane, flew back to Jacksonville, and then flew back to Ohio?
Sure.
Okay.
If you need to go see family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're first, that's your job. Anyway, I thought the Lions coach, whatever his name is.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah. I thought, I liked it. I liked, well, you just said that it showed passion, the guy shooting another guy. Can't he show passion just by crying? At least it's legal.
No. Shouldn't be. Not on national television.
Oh, I thought it was nice.
Yeah, well, that may be why they're 0-5. Maybe they're all crying
they're
each
nice.
other and singing Kumbaya in the locker room. I don't know. But,
Okay.
Lions 0-5. Not much to be happy about there. And
That's why he was crying.
Yeah. The Vikes, finally hit that last second field goal. They always lose by missing that last second field goal. They pulled through. And that gives them a share of... Are they alone in set? No, they're tied with the Bears in the NFC North, 2-3. Let's slide over to the Saints and the Washington football team. I wish they'd pick a goddamn name already.
So this is for real? I thought this was their name.
What?
The football team.
Well, it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that they were still looking for a name.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought-
Yeah, we're going on 2 years here now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought that was just
Still
it.
haven't decided on one. Yeah. Well, you got to be careful. You're going to stomp on somebody's toes.
Right. That's true.
Washington football team can't stomp on any
No.
toes that way.
Except maybe soccer in Europe or something.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they'll cancel. The Europeans will cancel the Washington football team in our woke society. Saints take this one handily, 33-22. Saints move up to 3-2. Washington drops to 2-3. Jameis Winston, 15 of 30, 279, 4 touchdowns and a pick. And Alvin Kamara had himself a nice game. 16 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown. He also had 5 receptions for 51 yards and a touchdown. So pretty much Alvin Kamara is the offense for the Saints right now. Jameis Winston, I don't know how you have a 50% completion rate and go for 4 touchdowns, but it's a weird stat line. And you just never know what Saints team you're going to get week to week. This is how they've been all year. Mm-hmm. Look good, shit the bed. Look good, shit the bed. Look good, so they should get crushed next week. I don't know who they play next week, but they're probably going to get hammered on. That just seems to be the way Winston rolls. Or what?
Yeah, I was looking to see who they played. Where are they?
There they are. 40.
They're on a bye?
Oh, they're on a bye next week. Oh, they might win then. So, yeah, Saints take that one. Wow. Oh, sorry, Antonio Gibson also he had a decent day. 20 carries, only 60 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns. So, if you had him on your fantasy team, good on ya. Let's move over to the Bucks and the Dolphins. Bucks 45, Dolphins 17. Taking the Bucks up to 1-4. Dropping Miami to 1. Bucks 4-1, Miami 1-4. Tom Brady, 30 of 41, 411 yards, 5 touchdowns. First time in his career he's ever done that.
That's crazy, actually. That actually shocked me a little bit.
44 years old.
Yeah.
Still reaching milestones in his career.
Crazy.
I can't believe he's never thrown for that before.
That's what I mean. That's the most shocking part to me.
Like, you think in their undefeated season in 07, he would have done it multiple times.
Right.
But, Tom, looking dialed in, looking sharp.
That he is.
I mean, I don't think there's really ever a doubt that Tampa was going to win this game.
Oh, no.
The spread was 10, I believe. So, they easily covered. Antonio Brown, 7 for 124 and 2, not 1, 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
And Mike Evans, 6 of 113 for 2 touchdowns. Godwin, the odd man out. Mm-hmm. You want to know why?
Sure.
Because he's on my fantasy team. I lost again, taking me to 1-4 in fantasy world.
I've lost 2.
So, what's your record?
2-2.
2-2.
Well,
after 5 weeks.
Obviously. Well, it hasn't. I still have a guy to play tonight.
You had a bye. You have a guy to play tonight.
Yeah.
Who do you have to play?
I don't know.
A DB.
Yeah.
And how many points are you behind?
Well, if he could get a couple.
How many points are you behind?
A couple pick sixes.
So you're 2-3.
Back in it.
You're 2-3. Okay, you lost. AB, talk about a resurgence. Everyone wrote off AB, threw him on the scrap heap.
Except me.
And Tom Brady, which I would argue is more important that he didn't write him off as opposed to you.
That's right.
Yeah. So Tom Brady may have saved AB's career. He may have saved his life.
Might have.
We don't know.
No, he was going a little crazy
spiraling downhill pretty quick.
Yeah.
But AB looking like the AB of old.
Yeah.
And Godwin and Evans are both those big physical receivers. AB's little and fast. He's the perfect complement to what they got going on there. And who do the Bucks play next week out of curiosity? Or are they on a bye too? I thought I seen them skip down to the bottom there, and let's see.
Nope. Eagles.
Oh, that should be a drubbing. But you don't know what you're going to get with those Eagles either. But let's move over to one of the more interesting games of the weekend. Packers-Bengals. Packers take this one in overtime, 25-22, moving them up to 4-1 and in sole possession of first place of the NFC North. Bengals dropped to 3-2. Aaron Rodgers, 27-39, 344, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Devontae Adams, 11 of 206 and a touchdown. Nice day for Devontae. Mm-hmm. Joe Burrow, 26 of 38, 281 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. And of course, Jamar Chase, who I boomed last weekend. I called Tyler Boyd was going to shit the bed, and he did. Mm-hmm. Jamar Chase is the guy to own in Cincinnati if you've been asleep for the first 4 weeks of the NFL season. Well, yeah, you probably missed him. But if you can get your chance, get your hands on this guy. He's the real deal. He went 6 of 159 for a touchdown. 5 missed field goals.
That was nuts.
In the last 3 minutes of the game, and then into overtime. We had 5 missed field goals. This game should have never went to overtime.
No.
Never.
Well, there's a couple extra points missed too, wasn't there?
Well, there could have been.
Yeah, it was
I
nuts.
don't know. It was ugly.
It was crazy. Like, everyone should be practicing kicking. I think the NFL needs some kickers here. This has been a big problem.
Well, they have kickers. They need accurate kickers.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. Every kid right now should be out there practicing field goals.
Mason Crosby, like, he's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
He's like, games on the line, I wouldn't feel bad about trotting Mason Crosby
Right.
out on the field to kick my winner.
Well, and really,
And
I was upset that we pulled kickers out of our fantasy teams this year. Probably a good thing,
maybe.
you know?
Maybe, well, not for me.
Why?
I would have liked them in there. I would have had a chance to win maybe if I would have drafted a good kicker.
But you think you could, give your kicker should get you some points, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It should score lots of points.
Someone that has Crosby should be,
So we go from a 67-yarder from Justin Tucker last week to 5 missed field goals in one game between both kickers. Finally, in the dying seconds of overtime, Mason Crosby hit the winner. What was it, 48-yarder?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Something like that. Drilled her right down the pipe, but I guess once you get 4 tries,
Yeah.
you should eventually hit it. So that was my upset of the week, and I thought I was going to cash in on that one, but no go, and the spread was 3. So, hey, thanks, Mason Crosby. Met the spread. Well done. Steelers Broncos. Steelers 27, Broncos 19. Boosts the Steelers up to 2-3, drops the Broncos down to 3-2. And I think we're seeing the Broncos for what they really are. And they were 3-0 on a soft schedule. And they might win 5 or 6 games this year.
Right.
If I were a betting man, I'd have to look at the entire schedule. But they're not a very good team. They even had Teddy Bridgewater back for this game. He came back from concussion protocol. Didn't have a shiny day or anything like that, but nice to have Teddy back. Najee Harris, 23 carries for 122 and a touchdown. He finally showed up on the ground. Chase Claypool, 5 receptions for $130 and a touchdown for the Steelers. And Cortland Sutton for the Broncos went 7 of 120 for a touchdown. So, Steelers back, or is this just the get-right game that they needed? It's pretty hard to gauge it because it was the Broncos.
Yeah, I would say it's hard to gauge it, but the Steelers should not be as bad as what they look, though, either, right? So, maybe this is them coming back.
You think they're coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I guess so.
You have anything to back that up?
Absolutely
or
nothing. No.
Just Big
Just
Ben,
gut.
they'll figure it out?
I think so.
He's
I feel like he will.
terrible.
Yeah, he has.
I didn't even write his stat line down. It was just nothing. It was horrible.
He's not that bad, though. Like, I don't know what happened.
Well, I mean, we talked about it, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He's
So what
probably
happened?
going to the Hall. He's getting old. I don't know. He's taken a lot of hits over the years,
Yeah.
too. Like,
He's big, though.
He's a big man, but
Yeah.
still, you're getting hit by big men, too.
That's true.
So,
That's true, I guess.
Eagles Panthers, another parlay buster. Eagles win over the
Yeah, that's
Panthers. I'm rapidly not believing in the Panthers. Eagles 21, Panthers 18. Eagles 2-3 now. Panthers dropped to 3-2 after that 3-0 start. Last week, I could understand they lost to the Cowboys. Cowboys offense looking pretty explosive this year. But the Eagles,
Yeah.
come on. Sam Darnold, 21 of 37, touchdown, 3 picks
Yeah.
for Sammy D. Chuba Hubbard, 24 carries, cracked the century mark for the first time in his professional career.
And if I remember, I think you boomed him.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. Yeah, did you start him?
I remember that because he's on my fantasy team, and I did start him.
And you sat Miles Sanders.
I did, which was smart.
Under my advice.
Yes.
Yeah,
so smart.
Sanders had like 2 points or something.
Oh, he's trash.
Yeah, so Chuba coming up relatively big. I just want to see him get his first touchdown already.
Yeah, I agree.
He's been sniffing around that goal line the past couple weeks, so hopefully he gets back, and maybe even when CMC comes back, he might still get a few carries. You know, he's cutting his teeth here, and yeah, he looks good. So here's hoping. Let's slide over to Titans Jags. Titans win this one handily, 37-19, taking the Titans up to 3-2 and dropping the Jags to 0-5. So we have 2 0-5 teams left, Jags and Lions. Mm-hmm. Which one's better? Out of those 2 dumpster fires, who's less burning?
I'm going to say... Oh, wow. I'm going to say... I was just looking at this here little stat here. Jacksonville's lost 20 straight games.
Yeah, they started out last season 1-0, and they tweeted like a team picture from the locker room and saying, still not happy or still hungry after being 1-0, and they haven't won a game since then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
that's tough.
Tough.
Okay, I'm gonna say,
who will win their first game, Detroit or Jacksonville?
I'm gonna say Detroit.
Detroit will win before Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That's tough to say without looking at the schedule.
Yeah.
But you think Detroit's a better team than Jacksonville?
I think so.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know. They're both so bad.
Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna say Detroit's better than Jacksonville, though. They gave the Vikes a game this weekend.
Yeah.
They've been real close a couple times, and eventually, hey, the Jets won. Why can't Detroit?
Right.
So
yeah, exactly.
And I'm convinced the Lions are a way better team than the Jets.
Right. Yeah.
Jets
I
are
agree.
garbage. So I'll agree with you on that one. Derrick Henry, 29 carries for 130 yards and 3 touchdowns. And James Robinson from the Jags, who got boomed this weekend as well, 18 carries for $149 and a touchdown. So the lone bright spot on my fantasy team this weekend. So, Derrick Henry, I mean, this guy is just a freak.
Yeah.
He's over 125 yards every game and at least 2 touchdowns. Like, another rushing title coming his way, I have to assume. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's just an animal.
I like him.
So good. Well, the Titans would be a joke without him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyway, Derrick Henry, another nice day. Let's slide over to the Bears-Raiders. Or do you want to skip over that one?
No, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it?
Yeah.
Bears somehow managed to win this one 20-9, pulling the Bears up to 3-2 and dropping the Raiders down to 3-2. There's another team that had a 3-0 start, and they're now 3-2. Khalil Herbert, running back for the Bears, 18 carries for 75 yards. And Damian Williams went 16 to 64 and a touchdown. So they ran the ball all day, which is probably good because Justin Fields doesn't appear to be very good. 12 of 20 for 111. He did finally throw for a touchdown.
Right.
His first in 3 weeks, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
How do you not throw for a touchdown? Even Zach Wilson is throwing for touchdowns. Yeah, I don't think. Well, I don't think this is how they envision the Fields era going. I think everybody's carrying Justin Fields right now. The defense, the running game. The defense obviously looked good.
Yeah, they did. And I think the Raiders just didn't show up.
Which is typical.
Yeah.
You know, you never know what you're going to get from the Raiders.
And Carr. I'm a Carr believer for sure, but he's very up and down.
Yes. Yeah, he's never been that consistent guy.
No. I like Carr. He's just not consistent.
So, looking at, we talked about the Broncos, how they're probably just not a very good team. They started out 3-0 and dropped to 3-2. Mm-hmm. Raiders, similar situation? I don't believe so.
I don't think so either.
They won 2 tough games at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
They beat the Ravens Who else did they beat? Steelers? They might have beat the Steelers too.
Yeah, that could be.
But them beating Baltimore right at the beginning of the season was a feather in their cap, I would say.
Oh, for
Baltimore's a pretty good team.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Bears are going to stand a chance when they get against the Cowboys, a Cardinals team that can throw the ball like they do. Even the Bengals. I think the Bengals would beat the Bears.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow looking good.
Yeah.
Definitely looking better than Justin Fields.
Yeah. Again, I'm not I don't hate Fields yet.
Mm-hmm.
This has always been a problem with the Bears, their quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has.
I don't think I've ever been I've been a fan of the Bears for a long time, and they've never had a quarterback that I've been like, okay, this is our guy.
Jay Cutler?
No.
Oh, Jay was so good.
No.
Just the arm strength of a young Brett Favre.
And maybe that guy come out like we always joked about it. It looked like he'd been on a 3-day bender before he played every game.
That's what I loved about him.
No, smoking cigarettes before games.
Yeah, he was the greatest.
Okay, he was fun, I guess, but he didn't do anything.
He was good.
I don't know. I haven't been excited about it. I was really hoping to be excited about a quarterback, and I'm not giving up on Fields yet.
Oh,
I really want to be excited about him.
I believed in him, too. I don't know. You could argue he's probably the worst of the rookie QBs right now, other than Trey Lance, but he hasn't played much, to be honest. So.
Well, what about
Wilson?
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence he actually throws the ball. He
throws a lot of picks.
Yeah, but he also throws touchdowns, which is something Justin Fields doesn't do. He only dropped back 20 times. Now, okay, they were winning this game, so they didn't need him to drop back 30 times.
Right.
But you get in a tight game and you need to pick up that 3rd and 6.
Right.
Are you going to run the ball? That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
In the future. I can see it now. Maybe they will take a Cardinals team or a Cowboys team. It's going to be, they'll be up 21-20, and they got 2 minutes left, and they got to pick up this first down, and they won't be able to do it.
Right.
So.
I'm not giving up on him yet.
Well, I think, it's too early, but he hasn't been impressive.
No.
At all.
Okay.
At all. So. Cards 49ers. Cardinals win this one. This is a lot closer game than I was expecting. Cards 17, 49ers 10. Takes the Cards up to 5-0. Last undefeated team in the NFL. And they remain so after this weekend. That drops the 49ers to 2-3. Kyler Murray, a relatively quiet day considering what he has been doing. 22 of 31 for 239 and a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 6 of 87 for a touchdown as well. What did Trey Lance do in this game? Anything? Anything exciting? Because this was his first ever start.
Right. So what do you want to do?
No. Now you're going to turn on a video or something. Oh, maybe it will take us there, but you're still going to get that.
Can I stop it?
Trey Lance. No, I want the 49ers. Oh, they don't even have his stats on there. I don't know what Trey Lance did. Obviously not enough. They only put up 10 points. So I think the 49ers are in tough. I seen they slid Kittle onto the IR this past weekend. He's dealing with a calf injury, which is less than ideal when your all-pro tight end ends up on the IR.
Yeah.
But that being said, with no Jimmy G, I don't know. I'm not a Trey Lance believer. And the only reason I'm not a Trey Lance believer is if you listen to the show,
I do.
You'll know I don't believe in guys that come from teams like NDSU. They're not playing the powerhouse programs like Alabama and Oklahoma and Georgia. Mm-hmm. They're off in their own little conference way up north by the Canadian border. And we put together a decent team and we crush everybody around here. Right? Oh, well, great.
Right.
You're not playing those. You're not even playing UCLA. You know, I don't believe in guys from NDSU, and Carson Wentz is a prime example. Now, granted, he did have a decent. He was an MVP. He was in the conversation one year.
Right.
But his glass body broke, and he fell out of that really quick, and he's never been the same. And he's on I don't think the Colts are that bad of a team. Honestly, their record would say otherwise,
Right.
but I think Carson Wentz, if they had a half decent quarterback back there, I think they could win more games than they do. But yeah, that's what I think of that.
All right.
What do you think of that?
I have nothing there.
You like Carson Wentz?
No. Not
No?
really.
No?
No. I have no reason why.
Just don't like
Just
him.
kind of don't like him. I
Fair
don't
enough.
hate him. Like, there's quarterbacks that I hate for no
Mhm.
reason. I don't hate him for no reason. I just, take him, leave him.
How's a guy sprain both ankles in one play?
I don't know.
That's so weird. Like classic
Yeah,
Carson Wentz.
exactly.
It's like, yeah, okay. You're still made of glass. So, I don't know. Yeah. Regardless, let's slide over to the NFC East. I'm not even going to call it a battle because the Cowboys took it quite handily. Cowboys 44, Giants 20. Moving the Cowboys up to 4-1 and easily in sole possession of first place in the NFC East. And the Giants down to 1-4. Giants lost almost everybody in this game. They lost Saquon. They lost Daniel Jones. They lost Kadarius Toney, who put up 10 receptions, $189 before he left. Threw a punch at a guy, got thrown out of the game. And they lost someone else, a receiver, but I can't remember who it was. Regardless, they lost pretty much their whole starting O. And, hence the score. I suppose Mike Glennon came in relief of Daniel Jones. Went 16 of 25 for $196, a touchdown, and 2 picks. So if you didn't think things could get worse for the Giants, they're about to.
Yeah.
So Zeke went for 21, a $110, and a touchdown again. He's finding his form. The whole team, if we're want to look at Dallas, playing with a boatload of confidence right now. As much as that pains me to say,
Yeah.
I hate the Cowboys,
Me too.
but
And
you can't argue with their results. So
yeah. No, I'm not a big Cowboys fan.
they are 4-1. They could still lose this division, and if anyone would find a way to do it, it'll be them.
And I hope they do.
That'd be great.
Yeah, it would be.
Because Cowboys fans everywhere are just 10 times as obnoxious as they normally are, and they're a bunch of morons.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Well, we've talked about this, just you and I, obviously not on the show. I've never been on the show before.
That's the first time.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
But I've said, I feel like if you see someone walking around with a Cowboys jersey, they're not football fans. Like, I just feel like if someone wants to pretend to be a football fan, they buy a Cowboys jersey. Don't you think?
Yeah. I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah.
Or they buy a Brady jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's like,
they've heard of Tom Brady.
Right.
Yeah.
but there, someone wants to own a football jersey, they just run out and buy a Cowboys one. There's not even a name on the back or
America's team.
I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it.
I hate them so much. And I think it has a lot to do with that. I hate Jerry Jones.
Yeah, that
He's
doesn't help.
Like, this guy's like 90. Why is he still running this team?
Right.
Like, he bought the team when they didn't even have to wear helmets. Like, a
Serious?
lot has changed. Well, no, but like, a lot has changed in the 30 years that Jerry's owned the team.
Right.
Like, the last he remembers,
Right.
which is probably a long time ago because he's older than dirt and he's probably got, maybe he's not as sharp as he once was.
Right.
And he's just doling out big paychecks to all these guys. But regardless, Trayvon Diggs, 6 picks in 5 games for the Cowboys. DPOY, he's got to be in the conversation as of today.
That's the longest Dallas streak since 1970.
Of games with a pick?
Yeah.
By the same guy or just in general?
I think, I don't know. I assume by the same guy. But, I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
That's
wow.
interesting. I'm going to throw a stat that I don't really understand.
Reed. I don't know. I don't know.
I said I don't know as much as he does in 30 seconds.
It hasn't been that bad, though.
Oh, thanks.
Honestly. Yeah, Reed, we love you. I'm just busting your balls. Yeah, so I mean, this guy's got to be in the conversation for DPOY. No, I'm going to argue the Cowboys have had a bit of a soft schedule to be at 4-1 at this point. Their toughest test so far, obviously aside from the week 1 loss to Tampa, would have been Carolina. And the Eagles just beat Carolina. So I don't really know where the Cowboys stand yet.
Right.
Okay, yeah, they lost by 2 to Tampa in week 1, but energy's high in week 1. Everybody's coming out to play. Everybody's healthy.
Right.
It's a totally different thing. So I would love for them to see them play again. They're not going to play again this season, but I would love to see Arizona come to town.
Yeah.
I would like to see the Packers come to town. Oh hell, I would even take. No, I don't want to take the Bears because their offense is so bleh that they.
But it would be neat to. It would be good to see their defense up against them.
Yeah, it would. I would even take the Vikings going down there. I would like to see them play the Vikings because the Vikings play hard. Like I said, they're the best they're 2-3 now, but I think they're the best 1-3 team, 2-3 in the league. The Vikings.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I don't know why, but I believe in them.
That's weird.
I believe in the Vikings.
That's strange.
Let's move over. What are you looking up here?
Nothing.
I thought you were looking up the Diggs games in a row with a pick, same guy, different guy, stat. No?
No, I'm just reading what it tells me.
Oh, okay.
I did no research myself.
And let's move over to the crown jewel.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That was the Browns Chargers. What a game. What a game. Chargers take this one 47-42, moving the Chargers up to 4-1 and locking them into first place in the AFC West. Followed closely by the Broncos and Raiders. And the Chiefs are in the basement of the AFC West, which makes me happy. And the Browns 3-2. Like, this is a crushing defeat.
Yeah, it is.
Over 1,000 yards in this game between both teams.
That's nuts.
Baker went 23 of 32 for 305 and 2 touchdowns. Fun fact about this game: this is the third game Baker Mayfield has lost when his team has put up 42 or more.
That's insane.
There's nobody in history that's done that. There's only been like one other guy that's done it once.
Right.
He's lost 3 of them.
Yeah, that's insane. I feel for the guy.
Brown, 0 turnovers. Didn't turn the ball over one time.
That's also crazy.
And they still lost the game.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb went 21 of 161 for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 12 carries for 61 yards and 2 touchdowns. And David Njoku, 7 receptions for $149 and a touchdown. Justin Herbert, 5 total touchdowns, 1 rushing, but he threw for 398 and 4 tutties. And Mike Williams shows up yet again for the Chargers. 8 receptions for $165 and 2 touchdowns for Mike Williams. So we've talked a fair bit about Mike Williams so far, in the past couple weeks and how him and Herbert are clicking. One of those touchdowns was on a completely blown coverage. It's about a 60-yard touchdown. But regardless, Justin Herbert still just chucking darts out there. The Browns actually carried Austin Eckler into the end zone at the end of the game to get the ball back.
That was weird.
Which was a smart play.
It was. It was weird to see, but
Eckler just kept sliding at the goal line,
right.
So they're like, okay, we'll carry this guy into the end zone.
Right.
They didn't really carry him. They pushed him, but same thing. Just what a game. It was just back and forth and back and forth. There's like 45 points scored in the fourth quarter or something.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Like, it was ridiculous.
A scoring fiesta.
And 2 teams that have relatively good defenses.
Right.
But nobody could stop anything, but it made for some great football viewing.
So, going back now, apparently Baker Mayfield's wife also likes to defend him on social media a lot. Going back to the... Recently, or... just kind of randomly. Oh. Yeah.
I haven't heard anything.
But she's another one that...
From her, but...
Yeah, no, she's just, if her husband starts getting beat up, on social media, she likes to defend him. Oh. Which I understand. That would be hard. Yeah. Like if someone, jumped on here and started trash talking you.
Well, you don't watch our social media page then.
Oh, people trash talking you?
All the time.
What?
That's all I hear.
Serious?
No.
No. I'd go fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd get him.
Yeah, you get him. Regardless, I enjoyed this game immensely. Crown jewel of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Easily the crown jewel of the weekend. That being said, Lace,
All right.
let's move over to the Sunday Nighter.
So are you going to fill everyone in on our bet we had
I
first?
can. We had a little friendly wager on this game.
Family one.
Yeah, a little family bet. So we're sitting enjoying our Thanksgiving supper, and
Game started.
Yeah, they'd already ran a couple plays, and I'm like, man, the Bills are gonna win. You know, we got talking, and Lacey and my son were, no, Chiefs are gonna win. I said, oh well, let's bet then. And my mom was here, so I said, yeah. I said, what do you guys want to bet? And so we ended up making a bet that the loser had to clean up supper, and it was a hell of a mess in that kitchen. Lo and behold, I took the Bills. Well, me and my mom took the Bills. She just ran with whatever I said. And Lacey and LeBron took the Chiefs, and there's a huge delay, so they're cleaning up supper at like 11.
Right.
Well, I got to sit here. And,
yeah. Because I didn't want to clean up too early, just in case I didn't have to, right? So I sat out that rain delay.
It was like a 45-minute rain delay. I don't know who was watching and who wasn't, but yeah. Bills taking a 38-20. This game was, it never felt like the Chiefs are really in it.
No, it didn't.
The
They
Bills
looked
just
very
dominated.
Yeah, the Chiefs look really off. Really off. Mahomes looked really off.
Yeah,
me.
he didn't play very well at all.
How many times he threw in the dirt?
And he dropped back 54 times.
Yeah.
272 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He's fresh off a 5-touchdown game, though. Right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that was against the Eagles. The Eagles are not the Bills. I understand that. But
yeah, he was sleepy maybe.
Yeah, Josh Allen, 15-26. He only completed 15 passes, 315 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Rushed the ball. Team's leading rusher, 11 carries for 59 yards and a touchdown. Dawson Knox, who I busted.
Oh, yeah, you busted him. That's right.
Busted him. Went off for 3 catches for $117 and a touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders had 3 catches for 54 yards, 2 of those being touchdowns. So that was a good waiver wire pickup I found. He's my most productive receiver.
You also busted Tyreek.
I did.
And that was right.
7 points.
Yeah.
Pretty quiet day and
Well,
given
really,
what he normally does, which is at least a touchdown and 100 yards every game.
And like you said, take a brass set to put him on your bench, and I clearly don't have a brass set, so I started him.
Maybe not a set at all.
I don't think I do. No sets.
No set.
No. Anyway, of course. You can't sit that guy. Like, if you have him, I couldn't sit him.
But I was right.
Yeah. But would you have sat him?
Yes.
Serious.
Well, I told everyone to sit him. He's going to bust this week. And he did.
I don't know.
And he did.
I don't know. I don't know how you sit that guy. But I didn't sit him. I didn't
tune
listen.
into the show and you listen, and then
I did
not
listen.
only do you hear, but you do what is told as well. It's like, okay, I heard him say that, but I'm not really listening.
But at the same time, I didn't have anyone to put in his place. I didn't have a receiver that scored more than him.
Fair enough. And I mean, I like to sit here and beat my chest like I'm some kind of guru, but I wouldn't have sat the guy either. You can't.
See?
You can't. I expected I expected the score of the Browns-Chargers game to be the score of this game.
Yeah, I agree.
But both great football games. Bills looking pretty unstoppable at this point. Watched a piece today. Stephen A. Smith comes out. Do you know who Stephen A. Smith is? Oh, he's like a analyst guy.
Oh, okay.
Mainly does football, but comes out and says Chiefs are done.
What?
They're done. He said that window has closed. The defense is so bad that he said they cannot do anything. Patrick Mahomes is trying to do too much. But he said it doesn't matter. If they put up 40, they're going to give up 45. It used to be like the Raiders from 2 years ago, right? Yeah, he interesting story. A guy bet at the beginning of the year like $500 that the Chiefs would have the least amount of wins in the NFL this year, and it would pay him like 220 grand if it hits. So,
Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
how do you know? You don't know.
I guess I don't know that, but
Worst team in the AFC West, according to record.
right,
They're better than Denver, but
right.
regardless, pretty strong opinion from Stephen A. Smith. I don't
That
know
is.
if I buy into that.
Yeah, no, I don't think I do. To
you-
me, the Chiefs are a team kind of like, I don't know, they're a team that, like, even when, you know, it was 38-20 or whatever it was, and there wasn't a lot of time left, they're a team that I still don't rule out until the game is over.
Yes, and I think the problem with the NFL is let's look back to Seattle. Seattle's glory days when they won their Super Bowl and they had this all-star defense and they win the Super Bowl. Everybody wants to get paid, right?
Right.
They pay everyone. Eventually, guys, you can't re-sign them. So the team falls off a little bit the next year, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit
Right.
more. And you're still clinging to this offense that got you to the Super Bowl, right? And, I mean, arguably now the Seahawks can reset. Russell Wilson's hurt, going to miss,
Right.
half the season or whatever,
Yeah.
which probably means they're not going to win.
Right.
But, and I think Andy Reid is stuck in that right now. And they spent a shitload of money on their offense. They brought in offensive line, but they never touched the defense. And it worked for them because they could win games by just outscoring you.
Right.
But now that you got guys like Josh Allen, you got guys like Justin Herbert that will go toe-to-toe with them,
Right.
you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think it could be a long season for the Chiefs. I don't think they're going to have the fewest wins in the NFL, and I wouldn't say they're done,
Right.
but I don't think they're going to win their division.
Really?
No. The Las Vegas Raiders are going to win the AFC West.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh.
I put money on it. Lots of money. They were a long shot too.
Huh. You put lots of money. This is interesting.
Lots.
I learned a lot from the podcast.
Maybe our definition of lots is very different.
Yeah, I feel like my lots would be a lot smaller than your lots.
I guess we'll never know.
Maybe we'll have lots of money, though, if that happens.
What do you got there?
I was just looking
Standings?
at the standings, yeah.
Chargers do look good, though.
Yeah, they do.
They
That's
look
going to be
real
tough.
good. I still can't believe Cleveland lost. That's a tough one.
I'm going to say the Bears are going to win theirs.
Okay.
Wishful thinking, maybe, but
Would you put your money where your mouth is on that one?
I don't know.
Green Bay's better than Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. No, I won't put money on that. Not yet.
No.
Let me see what another. Let me see them play another game.
Not yet. Okay, so those odds just keep getting more solidified because as you get closer to the end of the season, you have
Okay,
to,
next week
you
I
have to
will.
decide right now.
I'll call in and with my.
What if you had to decide
with
right
my
now?
pick.
The Bears are going to win the NFC North.
Like how much money?
$500.
Oh, jeez. Is that a lot of money to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing.
To bet on the Bears, yeah. $5 is a lot of money to bet on the Bears, but they've stung me 2 weeks in a row now.
That's right.
So
It's because you guys shit on them all the time.
that's because they're shit.
Okay, whatever. Next week I'll let you know.
You
can-
won't be back on.
No, I'll just tell you.
Maybe you will. Maybe
I will.
Maybe
I'll...
Reed wants a permanent holiday.
Maybe we'll get a bunch of viewers and they'll be like, we liked her.
We liked her way better than Reed.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm permanently here.
She actually gave an opinion instead of saying, I don't know.
I have nothing to back my opinion ever.
No, neither does Reed.
Oh, okay.
Neither do I.
All right.
Let's get back to the Bills-Chiefs game, though. The Bills ran that cover 2 all night, meaning they ran 2 high safeties and found extreme success with it.
That's what scares me a little bit.
And, well, every other team in the league is going to run 2 high now.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you have quick enough linebackers that can account for a Mahomes coming out of the pocket or whatever, cover 2, you can't go wrong.
Well, in comparing the two quarterbacks, even with that, Mahomes just didn't run it as well.
He looks slower than Josh Allen.
Way slower.
So
Is he slower? Well, he must be. He just looked really, he looked really slow. He didn't look like he, I don't know, normally does when he runs the ball.
I don't know.
I don't know
Maybe
either.
social media's getting to him.
Maybe.
Maybe Britney's antics were weighing on his mind.
That could be.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Regardless, that's going to be the game plan to go against Chiefs now moving
Mm-hmm.
forward. And Andy Reid's going to have to reinvent that offense again
Right.
because they've lived on Tyreek
Tyreek.
Hill deep plays for a season and a half.
Well, and I was hoping to live off that this year.
Yeah.
Having him on my team.
But if you don't have two decent safeties, then you're probably not going to run a cover two anyway. So
That's
you still
true.
have to be able to keep up with the guy.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
Regardless, that's a blueprint going forward. So we'll see. We'll see if Andy Reid can pull a rabbit out of his hat and reinvent the Chiefs. And they need to do it quickly because the AFC West is rapidly getting out of reach. Let's flip over to this Monday nighter, which this is kind of more of the Monday night games that we're used to.
Yeah.
Indy heads into Baltimore. They put their 1-3 record up against the Ravens, 3-1. Let's look at a couple of the rankings. Indy, 31st ranked offense in the league, versus Baltimore's 23rd. So Baltimore's no whistling Dixie either on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, Colts are 3rd. Baltimore's 4. Passing, Indy's 30th. Baltimore's 26th. And rushing, Indy's 25th. Baltimore's 5th.
Wow.
Baltimore always known for running the ball. Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Even without a running back, they still... not that they don't have a running back. They just don't have a really good running back.
Right.
So, predictions?
I'm going to take the Ravens.
Yeah? What's the spread on this one? 7, I believe. I believe it was 7. So would you take Baltimore to cover?
Yes.
I wouldn't.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a primetime game. Indy, we talked about this on Friday, me and Reed. And Reed's like, oh, you hate the Colts. I'm like, no, I don't hate the Colts.
Right.
They're just not they're not a very good team, but their defense is pretty good, obviously, as we talked about. Which Baltimore's offense isn't very good either.
Right.
It's okay, right? But I think this game will be a little closer than everybody thinks. So I like Baltimore to win. I don't think they'll cover. No. I think it'll be like a 3 or 4 point game. And Monday nighter, lights get a little brighter on Monday night.
You think it messes with them yet?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like as professional athletes, do you think those primetime games are
Oh yeah.
messes with people?
Oh, everybody would. It would just have a different feel to it. Yeah. Guaranteed. The whole country is watching.
That's true.
Whereas on a Sunday, typically your local market is watching, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk about Gruden or what?
And what? His email?
Yeah.
From 10 years ago?
Yeah.
That we're going to dredge up?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, sure.
So obviously me and you are on the same page. And it sounds like the whole team, the locker room is in agreement with it as well.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah.
He's
not no, and I believe him when he says he's not a racist man. It
So
was
do I.
not taken out of... And speaking from experience, something that, I've said things not realizing even that it was, it wasn't meant to be a racist thing that I was saying, which is what he has said.
Right, he was making fun of someone's appearance, which prior to 5 years ago was fairly common practice when you want to either hurt someone's feelings or bust their balls. And it was okay. People got over it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
If someone says Chad has big ears, is that racially motivated?
Maybe white people have big ears. I don't know. I know.
It drives me nuts, but
it does sound
I don't believe John Gruden is a racist man.
No, I don't either.
And it was on the heels of them going to have a walkout. So he was pissed off and fired up. And I don't think if he wanted to make a racist comment, he could have. And he didn't.
Right.
So
right.
I don't think there was any hatred there.
I don't think so either.
And it sounds like the majority of the NFL is even in agreement. Dungy came out on Sunday night and said, I don't believe John's a racist man.
No.
Could it have been a better choice of words?
Oh, for sure.
Of course.
Right.
But,
And, and I don't even think, because how he explained it was he was talking about someone being a liar.
Well, was that against
I don't remember the guy's name.
Roger Goodell?
No, it was against the black guy.
The African American gentleman that he referenced to having big lips.
Yes.
Lips the size of Michelin tires.
Yes, because he said...
Which is kind of funny. I mean, I don't think it's racially charged at all.
No. And like he said, so I don't know if this was him growing up or what, but it was, a term for a liar is rubber lips.
Oh, okay.
So when he said he's got lips the size of, Michelin tires, he was referring as the guy to being a liar.
With rubber lips. I didn't know that. I've never heard that phrase before.
I haven't either.
But
he brought it up.
There's a lot of phrases that our neighbors south of the border use that we don't use up here.
Right, exactly.
Or have never heard, or he's quite a bit older than myself, so maybe that's...
So now bringing that up, do you think... Okay, so let's take these things... Okay, so let's pretend Urban Meyer did what he did 10 years ago. Uh-huh. Like, should this stuff matter? If they're not... if he wasn't a coach, he wasn't employed by the NFL, none of this... So should it matter?
No.
No.
I don't think so. And... So, of course, you have your social justice warriors that are out there calling for Gruden's head. And, the NFL has to investigate. Well, I don't know what there is to investigate.
Right.
Gruden has come out and said, yes, of course I sent this email. This was me.
Right.
There's nothing to investigate.
Right.
And he wasn't an employee of the NFL.
No.
And he wasn't an employee of the Raiders. So what do you want anyone to do? You want him to fire him?
And who do you want to do it? Yeah.
It just never ends, right? Everybody has said something stupid 10, 15, 20, 25 years ago. Where does it end?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And
right?
he said, like, he went out and he apologized. He's like, I don't feel like I need to apologize for anything because I don't, I didn't mean it in the way that people are taking it, but I will apologize if I offended anyone. I think it was the perfect way for him to do it.
Yeah.
And they interviewed a few of the guys. Carr said he does not believe that he's got a racist bone in his body.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going to be fine. It's just, so that happens and then they lose to the Bears and, I was just wondering what you thought.
Yeah.
And if you think it's a big deal.
No, I don't.
I don't either.
It's more woke culture trying to come after literally everybody
and
that doesn't agree with...
And he's a bigger name now. So why wasn't this brought up 10 years ago? You know what I mean?
Yeah, why does this stuff
now you're going to wait.
Now, right?
Now you're going to wait until this guy's actually,
It's a bunch of horse shit.
More.
But regardless, yeah.
Okay.
I think we're on the same boat there, on the same wavelength. I don't believe Gruden's a racist guy.
I don't either.
I don't think anyone... I don't think racism is as prevalent as everyone makes it out to be.
Right.
If you want my honest opinion. Now, I'm not a minority, so... But I think a lot of people make issues like this that aren't racially driven into something that's racially driven. And everyone's saying, racism is still so bad. I don't think it is.
Right.
I think that people have come a long way, especially in the States, from 60s to now. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think Black Americans are being as oppressed as what we're seeing.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get too political on this show, but yeah.
Well, and maybe we don't,
And maybe I don't see it,
right?
Right? I don't live there every day. I don't,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
And we're good people.
I am.
So
I don't know about you, but...
So it makes it hard to believe, I guess. That's part of it for me.
Yeah, it's hard to wrap your head around that in this day and age.
That people could be like that.
Yeah, someone could be hated because of their skin color.
Right, exactly.
Right? It seems really bizarre that...
There could be
in the 50s and shit. Yeah, I mean, society was different.
Yeah.
Right? But I think it's come a long way, and I don't think it's as big a problem as all the social justice warriors make it out to be.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's my 2 cents on it. Let's move over to baseball. The baseball playoffs. Braves Brewers. They played today. That was the third leg of my parlay.
Yeah.
Braves won 3-0.
That's good.
Jock Peterson hit the 3-run home run in the 7th inning. That's his second pinch hit home run of the postseason already.
Wow. Look at him go.
They just brought him in. Bang. Smokes a dinger. Goes, sits down.
Nice.
Life's good for Jock.
Yeah.
Braves up now 2-1 in that series. That series was tied. And they played the early game today. So I just need the Dodgers to win tonight, and I hit my little 4-game parlay.
Then are we rich?
Boom. Nope. But I'll actually make a correct bet.
Oh, well, that's
It's been a
exciting
rough
too, I
couple
guess.
days.
Yeah.
It's been a rough couple days. Astros White Sox, that game was postponed today
Oh, why?
due to heavy rainfall
Oh,
in Chicago. Astros up 2-1. White Sox clapped them yesterday, 12-6, 13-6. But they had to. They're on life support here. It's best of 5, right? So they need the next 2. But that game will be made up on the 14th, I believe it said, or the 12th. I don't know.
oh, like they're not playing it today at all.
No.
Oh,
no.
wow.
Pushed
That's
it
a lot of rain.
Pushed it right off.
Wow.
Not happening.
Holy.
So nothing to report there. Rays Red Sox, they play tonight, I believe. Sox up 2-1 in that series. I don't think anyone's seen that one coming.
No.
Tampa, the best team in the American League, down 2-1 to the Red Sox. This game taking place at Fenway. That's in Boston.
Thanks.
The Green Monster,
Oh, okay.
that's Fenway.
Oh. Good to know.
So, can the Sox knock off the Rays here? They win tonight, it's over. They're moving on.
If they win tonight?
That's best of 5.
5.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Then the next series.
Is it always 5?
In the first round.
Oh, okay. Maybe I don't watch the first round.
Yes. Clearly. Yeah.
Just wait till there's going to be a winner soon.
Yeah. You don't no opinion on this.
No, I have zero opinion on
Okay.
this. Sorry.
I mean, I think they stand as good a chance as the Rays of winning. Obviously, they've proven they can beat Tampa. The Red Sox bats have been beating up that stud rotation from Tampa, which I really don't think anyone's seen coming. But yeah, Red Sox up 2-1. They can, I believe, close it out tonight. I'm sure they play tonight. And Giants Dodgers, that series is 1-1. First game back in LA. Let's go Dodgers. I need them to win this one.
Yeah.
Cash in my little parlay. I think the Dodgers, them coming back home. I mean, obviously both teams are good, but
Right.
It's hard to bet against the Dodgers. It really is. That lineup is pretty good.
I like their name, so I'll root for them.
Dodgers? Okay.
Their logo, I guess.
Okay.
So that's why I picked them
Okay.
when it comes to baseball.
Good enough. What time are we getting to here? Oh,
Why? You don't want to talk to me anymore?
no. We're a little over an hour. So let's couple little more points here to finish up with, and then we'll call it a day and go eat some leftovers.
Okay. Sounds good.
Ben Simmons. I know we talk about Ben every show, but this issue will not go away, and I've promised everyone we're going to follow it through to the end.
Right.
We're going to see this issue through, and everyone that listens to this show is going to be informed of what Ben Simmons is doing.
Okay, good. Because that's important.
Ben Simmons back to Philly, maybe. Rich Paul, who is his agent, has supposedly been having constructive talks with the Sixers management.
Good.
Sounds like he's going to come back, and it's kind of, well, that might be premature, but
Right.
we're having productive conversations.
Good for you, Ben.
Yeah, Ben. So like this guy's lucky to
Right.
have a max contract, and Philly,
Not hate him. By
tries to rope the moon for this guy,
Right.
and he spits in their face, right? So, I don't know. Just go somewhere so we can stop talking about
Right.
it. I don't want to talk about it.
Maybe we could talk
anymore.
about someone else more fun.
Yeah, not Ben.
Right.
I don't
One
even
more
like
other.
Ben Simmons.
No. There's more fun people we could talk about.
Way funner.
Yeah.
Not Ben.
Like who?
What?
Like who?
Like Ja Morant?
What's he doing?
He's rocking out with the Grizzlies.
Oh, he just has a fun name though.
He's not going anywhere.
Could talk about Kawhi.
He ain't playing this
Kawhi.
year.
What? Oh right.
ACL.
I forgot.
Partially torn ACL. They don't know if he'll be out all year, but no Kawhi. She's the Paul George show, so we'll see what happens. Paul's going to have to go back to his Pacer days when he was the man.
The guy.
The man. And he was
He
good
can do
at
that.
it. Yeah, he's a fine basketball player.
Yeah.
I like Paul George.
Who's that other young guy? He's got him too.
We're in LA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No Patty Bevs this year.
Oh no.
Got rid of him.
He's a hothead, right?
He's a good defender.
Yeah. No, there's that young kid.
Which one?
I think his name was Terrence, maybe.
Terrence Mann?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's decent.
He's all right.
He could help.
He's not going to take you to the finals, but
Well, he could help.
good rotational player.
Yeah.
As long as he knows his role, he'll be good.
Yeah.
So Ben Simmons might be going back to Philly. It sounds like that's what's going to happen, and I think we all thought that's what was going to happen. The Sixers got more money. They really have nothing to lose, right?
Well, that or he wasn't going to play.
It was
at
right,
all.
and they still don't lose that way. Other
Right.
than they're not as competitive,
Right.
but they're still going to play their season. They're still going to have fans in the stands.
Yeah.
They're still going to get paid by the NBA. They're fine.
Right.
So
Yeah,
Ben
this is probably
Simmons looks dumb for
Yeah.
throwing this little hissy fit,
Right.
and he's going to go back and report
Right.
probably in time for the regular season.
Right.
He'll
And
he'll forfeit about $1 million in preseason games, which is nothing
Yeah.
when you're making 40 a year. And that's going to be a great time walking to the locker room.
I was
Hey
just gonna
guys,
say, yeah, exactly.
I'm
So
back.
now it's just worse. Whatever the problem was, this didn't help it.
it did not.
So that's gonna make it worse.
Yeah,
So
hey guys.
that was dumb.
Yeah, I'm sure him and Embiid are really going
Oh,
to
yeah.
click after
Yeah.
what's been said on both sides. And
Yeah.
yeah, but regardless, he might come back. We'll follow it
Oh, good.
closely. NHL news. History was made today. You want to know what it was?
Sure.
Mark Giordano, former Calgary Flame, has been named the captain of the Seattle Kraken.
I love the name.
The first ever captain of the Kraken.
That's awesome.
So he was a captain of the Flames too.
I said I said that if their thing when they come out, they have everybody has their thing. I just hope that their thing is that they announce that off of the whatever movie that is, release the Kraken. I hope that's their thing. That'll make me a fan.
Well, I think that's been on a lot of movies, hasn't it? Or is it only on?
Oh, I only know it from that one movie.
What's that show? What's the movie? Oh, I wish someone would call in and tell me right now.
It's a movie that I actually like.
Yeah, it's a great movie. We own it.
Is this a Titan? No.
Yes. Clash of the Titans. Yes,
Clash of the
yes,
Titans.
yes.
Good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I love it.
So yeah, I hope they take that part, release the Kraken, and then I'll be a Kraken fan. And their colors are fun.
I don't see why they wouldn't use that.
No, they'd be dumb not to.
I think it'd be cool.
Like, yeah.
So, anything else you want to talk about? I don't want to talk about politics or anything like that either.
I just wanted to talk about Gruden.
No-
And then it got all political.
No
and I didn't mean that.
COVID, no
No.
politics.
I don't want to talk about COVID either.
No
I'm
bullshit.
COVIDed out.
No
I just want
religion.
to talk about Gruden.
I don't want to talk about religion.
And I just thought it was fun, because we have the Urban Meyer thing going on, and I think he did lose the locker room. I agree with you. And then I thought, well, kind of comparable, totally different. I think Urban Meyer is a dick, but I like Gruden.
Wow.
You said it's explicit.
Oh yeah,
Say
you can
that.
say whatever you want. I don't care.
I don't know. I have just no use for a guy that does shit like that. Married man.
He, yeah, I bet you he's wishing he was back at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. So I just it was, kind of comparable to me, not comparable, but kind of comparable. So I just wanted to.
So it was comparable or it wasn't?
Well, it comes down to losing the locker room, I guess.
Oh, I see.
2 instances.
That's the common thread here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
yeah,
I don't think
Chucky's lost the locker room.
I don't think so either. I think Urban Meyer should probably just peace out.
Yeah, I don't think he'll make the season. Reed does. Reed
I
thinks
don't
he'll
think he
coach
will.
the whole season. I don't think he will.
You think he'll quit or get fired?
Well, I said one of two things will happen. He'll step down for health reasons.
Is he unhealthy?
I'm doing air quotes. No.
Oh, okay.
But he'll be
Mental
like,
health, maybe.
heart, the old ticker can. That guys do that,
Oh, okay.
right? He'll step down, or Shad Khan, the owner of the Jags, will fire him. But I think Reed said they signed him to like a 5-year deal. So you just give him all that money and he walks away.
So it doesn't work like a normal job? That if, just cause, see ya, we don't give you your 2 weeks notice, you're just out.
I think that would end up in court probably if you wanted to go that route. I don't really know the ins and outs of NFL contracts.
Yeah.
I know NBA contracts are like all guaranteed, but you hear of guys like a Stephon Gilmore who they actually traded him, but
right.
you know, they were just going to cut him.
Yeah.
So I imagine Stephon Gilmore made a pretty good chunk of change in a season.
Right.
Those top DBs make big bank. So what, you're just going to write him a check for, you know, pay out the rest of his contract? You know, if he was making 20 mil and he still owed 14,
right.
Are you going to write him a check for $14 million and say thanks for coming?
Like, thanks for screwing up?
Well, that's just stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
So
he shouldn't get anything. Like, if you're fired because you're an idiot, you shouldn't get any money for that.
No. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't think he'll make the season, though.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he'll coach in the NFL again.
I don't think so either. No. Like I said, I think he's a dick.
Not everyone can make the transition. It's two totally different worlds, right? So.
But that's just being a good human. He was just a bad human.
Well, I don't know Urban personally, but.
Well, I think that was just a dick move.
Okay. Well.
So something else you have talked about, but you haven't brought up, is if 4 teams in the same division can make the playoffs.
Oh yes, and we did our homework on this.
Yeah, we did.
And do you want to announce to everyone what our findings were?
They can.
It can happen.
It can happen. I think it's really unlikely.
Super unlikely.
But where did it happen? NBA.
Yes. I don't remember.
I forget everything.
It wasn't that long ago.
No,
though.
It wasn't.
It was the Spurs division. The Spurs, the Mavs.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was in like 2012?
I don't remember now.
2011? Something
could
like
be.
that?
Yeah, could be.
But it can happen. So, NFC West fans, it could happen.
Yeah, I think it's very unlikely, but it can happen. We did look it up. It can.
So it can happen any year because NFL playoffs are different than NBA playoffs.
Well, I looked at NFL. It can happen.
It can happen.
Yes.
Okay.
It is possible.
So highly unlikely.
Right. Yeah.
But the system's designed that way. So 4 teams from one division don't get in. Right. That's why it's designed that way.
Right.
So regardless, so it could be an NFL West or NFC West. Yeah, imagine if they all made it in.
That'd be crazy.
Seattle's chances are pretty shaky without Wilson, but
yeah, true.
Such is life. That being said, Lacey, thank you.
You're welcome.
For filling in for my deadbeat co-host.
It was fun.
Playing the holiday card, he says to me today. His whole life's a holiday.
You think he's hungover?
Probably.
It's 5 p.m.
At least that's a good reason. He didn't even give me a reason. He just said, I'm playing the holiday card.
Oh, okay.
Whatever the fuck that means. I don't know. We'll have a conversation on Wednesday. Whenever he's back, you and me are going to have a conversation, Reed.
Thanks for having me. That was a good time.
It was good. I thank you for making us a part of your day, and I thank all of you for making us a part of your day. It was enjoyable, and I'm going to go enjoy some leftovers. I hope you're all doing the same. Monday Nighter's about to kick off. If it hasn't already, we got the Dodgers Giants tonight. Take your pick. Take your pick of what you want to watch.
Football.
Yeah, that's probably what we'll watch. But we might flip back and forth. We'll see how it goes.
Go Bears.
But that being said, again, thank you, everyone. And you can catch us, as always, Facebook Live, Apple, Google Podcast, Audible, Amazon, you
everywhere.
name it, everywhere. Wherever you get your content, you'll find us. We're on YouTube, too, if you're a YouTube junkie. I don't know. But, yeah, that being said, happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and we're out.